The results of the fall were immediately seen in the verse that we so lovely read together. The first thing was shame. They immediately wanted to hide from God. And so the piece that I'm going to be sharing was based off of or inspired by the song Come As You Are, because I feel like that's just such a beautiful example of the way the Lord invites us to come to him. Come broken, come messy, come with all your baggage, but the beautiful thing is he doesn't let us stay that way, and the next person will get into that with redemption. But I want you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, and think about your mess. Think about the terrible thing you did in your past life, or maybe it's the reoccurring thing that you can't seem to get free of, or the guilt that you carry around every day. Think of that. And as I walk through this piece, take those steps with me. Lay it down. See, first, he asked me to lay down my burdens. I had been carrying them for so long, my back hunched, unable to part with something it believed was a part of me. But I took them off, and I laid them at the ground in front of his feet, and for the first time in what felt like forever, I stood up straight. Finally freed from the weight next, he asked me to lay down my shame and all of the pain, and in exchange, he offered acceptance. He asked me to lay down my guilt, not in line with the identity I was given, guilt now forced to bow to forgiveness. He asked me to forgive myself for every mistake I had made up until the moment he walked into the room, and he made room for the me he made originally, untouched and untainted by the pain the fall created. Then he asked me to lay down my crown, a thorny, stabbing mindset I didn't know could be separated from me, because it was all I had ever known. This crown made for a broken person, this crown made to mock authority. I was called to walk in this crown made of pain and shame and blood, imprisoning and inescapable. He took it off my head and placed it on his. He wore it with pain in his eyes and love in his heart beating, beaming at the thought of being together, bearing the cost, whatever the cost. He wore my crown as he accepted my cross.